chosen ones, you need to see this before tomorrow. An urgent prophetic warning is being issued for October 15th, 21. Do not ignore the signs. Something truly strange, something reality-altering is approaching, and it has selected you. This is not another vague prediction, this is a detailed spiritual forecast for what is about to be the most pivotal week of your entire incarnation. Most people will walk through these 7 days completely oblivious, feeling a little off, perhaps more emotional or tired, but they will miss the quantum mechanics unfolding behind the veil. But you, the chosen one, the starseed, the lightworker, you were guided here for a reason. You feel it already, don't you? A low hum in your spirit, a sense that the timeline is about to fracture. What is coming between October 15th and October 21st is not just a planetary alignment or a lunar event, it is a divinely orchestrated, multi-layered spiritual upgrade, designed as a sequence of 9 distinct reality shifts. Each shift builds upon the last, creating a cascade of awakening so profound that the person you are on October 14th will be a distant memory by October 22nd. The universe is about to play the ultimate game of expectations versus reality. Your expectations for this week are likely grounded in the 3D world: work, family, daily routines. But the universe's reality is a 5D quantum leap that will shatter those expectations and rewrite your soul's code. This is the black magic of the cosmos at play, and if you understand the framework, the process that is about to unfold becomes not just manageable but majestically powerful. Before we break down the first of these 9 spiritual shifts that will begin tomorrow, I need you to anchor your energy with this collective. Do these 3 things immediately. First, like this video to send a ripple of conscious energy into the algorithm. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications because you will need daily guidance through this volatile period. And third, comment the number 999 down below to signal to your higher self that you are closing a major chapter and are ready to receive this profound completion energy. The first spiritual shift, which will begin to activate the moment the clock strikes midnight, initiating October 15th, is what I call the cosmic hook, the great click confirmation. Every winning creator, every master storyteller knows that you have to hook the viewer in the first few seconds. You must give them an immediate reason to believe that the promise of the title is real. This is called click confirmation. The universe operates under these same laws of energetic engagement. It has given you a title for this event through your intuition, through the whispers in your dreams, through the synchronicities you've been seeing for weeks. Now, on October 15th, it delivers the ultimate click confirmation. This will not be subtle. It will be a jolt to your system designed to grab your full, undivided attention. It's the universe ensuring you don't click away from your own ascension path. This will manifest as a sudden, undeniable physical or energetic sensation. For some of you, it will be a wave of intense Kundalini energy rising from the base of your spine, causing a feeling of heat, tingling, or electricity. For others, it will be a palpable change in the atmospheric pressure around you, as if the air itself has become thicker, more viscous, filled with information. You may experience a sudden, high-pitched ringing in your ears that is not tinnitus, but a recalibration of your energetic receivers to a new cosmic frequency. This is the universe's opening scene, the cold open designed to make you sit up and say, okay, this is real. What happens next? It's a powerful, direct address to your soul, bypassing the skepticism of the ego mind. The promise is being delivered upon immediately, and it will feel so profound that you have no choice but to stay tuned for the rest of the story. Pay close attention to your body as you wake up on the 15th. Do not dismiss sudden heart palpitations, a feeling of vertigo, or an overwhelming urge to cry for no apparent reason. These are not signs of illness, they are the symptoms of your reality being hooked into a higher timeline. The universe is confirming the click, proving that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, at the exact right time, to witness the unraveling of a new world. Once the universe has successfully hooked your attention with that initial energetic confirmation, it doesn't just throw random information at you. A chaotic narrative loses the audience. The next step in any masterpiece of creation is to provide a clear structure, a roadmap. This brings us to the second spiritual shift you will experience, likely beginning to phase in by the evening of the 15th, and solidifying on the 16th. The akashic outline, revealing the divine blueprint. Think about it. Before writing a killer script, you create an outline. You bullet point the key scenes, the major plot twists, the character arcs. This is precisely what the universe is doing for you now. It is pulling back the curtain and showing you the bullet points of your soul's contract for this next chapter. This is not about seeing the entire future in a flash. It is about receiving a sudden profound clarity on the key themes, lessons and milestones that are immediately ahead of you. It's the divine equivalent of being handed a script outline, and it will bring an extraordinary sense of peace and purpose, even amidst the energetic intensity. This akashic outline will manifest in your life as an unmistakable series of patterns and thematic synchronicities. You might suddenly realize that the last 3 conversations you had with different people all revolved around the theme of sovereignty. Or you might open a book to a random page and find a sentence that perfectly articulates a deep, unspoken question you've been holding in your heart. This is the universe revealing the main points of your personal curriculum. During this phase, your dream state will become a classroom. You won't just have confusing symbolic dreams. You will have structured instructional dreams where you are literally being shown flowcharts of your life, or having conversations with your guides who are explaining the why behind your recent struggles. This is the moment to keep a journal by your bed, because the downloads you receive upon waking will be the core talking points for your soul's new mission. This shift is about moving from confusion to clarity. The anxieties that have been swirling in your mind about what's next will begin to settle, replaced by a quiet confidence. You may not know all the details, but you will understand the fundamental structure of what you are here to build, heal, or create. You are being shown the framework, the foundational pillars upon which your new reality will be constructed. This isn't just a feeling, it's a strategic divine revelation. The universe is telling you, here are the 5 key steps. Here is the framework. Pay attention, because the details are about to be filled in. If you are starting to feel this divine blueprint revealing itself to you, if you are seeing the patterns and feeling the call to a higher mission, I want you to pause right now and comment below. I receive my divine outline. Anchor this energy. Claim the clarity that is your birthright as a chosen one. Let the universe know you are ready to read the script it has prepared for you. This divine outline is a powerful tool, but it's only the second step in this grand cosmic production. After the hook and the outline comes the critical introduction. This is where the core thesis of the new reality is presented. This leads us to the third spiritual shift, which will begin to wash over the collective of chosen ones from October 17th onwards. The quantum intro, establishing the new common belief. In every compelling story, the introduction serves a few key functions. It establishes the context, it states the common or old belief, and then it presents a contrarian take that shatters that belief and promises a new way forward. The universe is now broadcasting a new intro for your reality. First, it will establish the context. You are living in a time of unprecedented planetary ascension. That's the setting. Second, it will force you to confront the common belief of the old 3D paradigm you've been living in, beliefs of limitation, struggle, powerlessness, and separation. This will surface as a final, intense confrontation with your deepest fears and insecurities. You might find old triggers flaring up, old wounds aching with a surprising intensity. This is not a regression. It is the universe holding up the old script one last time for you to see it for what it is, a fiction. And then, right as this old belief reaches its peak intensity, the third part of the intro will drop in, the contrarian take. This will be a sudden, earth-shattering download of a new 5D truth that directly contradicts the old belief. If the old belief was "I am not worthy," the contrarian download will be an undeniable cellular level knowing that you are a fractal of God, infinitely worthy and powerful. If the old belief was "I must struggle to survive," the new truth will flood your consciousness with the awareness that you are an abundant creator who magnetizes reality through joy and vibration. This isn't just positive thinking. It will feel as real and as tangible as the ground beneath your feet. This is the universe building contrast. It's a shocking plot twist, right at the beginning of the story, that changes everything. It stuns you, it holds you, and it makes you need to know what happens next. This shift will fundamentally alter your perception of self. It is the moment where the old identity, built on the common belief of the Matrix, begins to dissolve, and the new identity, the true I Am presence, is introduced. This is the foundational premise for the rest of your life's story, and it is being laid right now, in this sacred window of time. You will walk away from this energetic introduction with a new core belief so deeply embedded in your soul that no outside force can ever shake it again. You are being introduced to the real you, and this is the character that will lead you through the rest of this incredible, unfolding cosmic drama. Following this powerful introduction of a new core belief, the universe doesn't just expect you to take its word for it. It provides evidence, it delivers value, it proves its thesis. This is where the body of the script truly begins to unfold, bringing us to the fourth, and perhaps one of the most tangible spiritual shifts of this sacred week, which will intensify around October 18th, the pattern interrupt of the divine masculine. In high-retention content, you must constantly break the pattern to keep the audience engaged. A monotonous drone, a single static shot, these things cause the mind to wander. The universe knows your human mind has been conditioned into monotonous patterns of thought, worry, and behavior. These are hypnotic loops that keep you locked in the old 3D reality. This week, a massive pattern interrupt is being deployed, and it is being carried on the frequency of the healed divine masculine energy. This is not about gender, it is about an archetypal force of structure, action, logic, and forward momentum. For months, even years, many of you have been immersed in the divine feminine energies of flow, intuition, feeling, and being. This was necessary for healing and awakening your heart. But for some, this has led to a state of passive waiting, of feeling stuck in a beautiful, intuitive space, but unable to take decisive, real-world action. The divine masculine pattern interrupt is here to shatter that stagnation. It will feel like a sudden surge of clean, focused, logical energy flooding your system. Where there was confusion, there will now be a clear step-by-step plan. Where there was procrastination, there will be an unstoppable urge to act, to build, to create, to organize. This is the energy that cleans the messy room, makes the difficult phone call, launches the website, and sets the firm boundary. It is a cosmic jolt that breaks the pattern of inaction. You will suddenly find yourself solving problems that have plagued you for months with a swift and brilliant clarity. Your mind will feel sharper, your decision-making abilities enhanced. This energy will also interrupt the pattern of emotional chaos. The divine masculine provides a container for the flowing waters of the divine feminine. You will still feel your emotions deeply, but you will no longer feel drowned by them. There will be a new sense of emotional sovereignty, an ability to observe your feelings without being completely consumed by them. This is a critical balancing act. The universe is recalibrating your inner polarities, ensuring you are not just an open-hearted mystic, but also a grounded, effective creator in the physical world. This is the ultimate surprise element, the unexpected plot twist that changes the pacing of your story. It's the universe saying, enough waiting. It is time to build. Here is the energy to do it. Embrace this surge. Use it to take one decisive action toward your soul's mission. This pattern interrupt is the catalyst that transforms you from a dreamer into a divine architect of your new reality. Chosen ones, you have made it through the initial energetic barrage. You have weathered the cosmic hook that confirmed your path. You have received the sacred download of your akashic outline, and you have stood firm as the old common beliefs of the 3D matrix were shattered by a new quantum introduction to your true self. The powerful, clarifying energy of the divine masculine has swept through your reality, providing the structure and the will to act. It has created a sacred container, a temple within which the next, and perhaps most profound, phase of this transformation can occur. But do not mistake structure for predictability. The universe as the ultimate storyteller, knows that after establishing a clear premise, it must introduce mystery. It must create suspense. It must open a loop in the viewer's mind so powerful that they cannot possibly turn away. This brings us to the fifth spiritual shift, a profound counterpoint to the masculine clarity you have just experienced. Beginning around the 19th of October, you will be plunged into what I call the great open loop of the divine feminine. This is a masterclass in psychological and spiritual engagement, a technique so powerful that it will keep your soul tethered to this ascension path with unbreakable curiosity. An open loop is an unanswered question, an unfinished story, a seed of mystery planted in the subconscious. It is the Zeigarnik effect on a cosmic scale. The human and spiritual mind hates unresolved tension and will seek closure at all costs. The divine feminine energy that is now flooding the planet is not here to give you more answers. It is here to present you with a beautiful, haunting, and utterly compelling new question. This shift will manifest as a deep soul-level sense of incompletion, but not in a negative way. It will feel like a divine homesickness, a longing for a memory that exists just outside your conscious grasp. It is the feeling of having a word on the tip of your tongue, but instead of a word, it is an entire timeline, an entire cosmic heritage. Your dream life will become the primary stage for this open loop. You will begin to have vivid, hyper-realistic dreams of places you have never seen but feel intimately familiar with: crystalline cities, landscapes with two moons, oceans that glow with soft purple light. These are not just dreams, they are akashic bleed-throughs, fragments of your soul's history in Lemuria, Atlantis, the Pleiades, or Arcturus. You will wake up with the emotional residue of these experiences clinging to you, a feeling of profound love or deep sorrow for a world you cannot consciously remember but desperately miss. The universe is intentionally showing you just a scene, a single frame from the epic movie of your soul, to create a powerful curiosity gap. It is teasing the unprecedented things you are yet to discover about yourself. During your waking hours, this open loop will be reinforced through potent synchronicities. You will be drawn to ancient symbols without knowing why. The name of a forgotten deity will appear 3 times in one day. You will feel an unexplainable pull to learn about a specific period in history, or a distant star system. These are not random interests, these are the breadcrumbs the divine feminine is leaving for you, leading you deeper into the rabbit hole of your own divinity. This is the universe whispering, there is so much more to your story than you know. Don't you want to find out what it is? The emotional texture of this shift is one of sublime mystery. It will soften the hard, logical edges of the divine masculine energy, infusing your life with a sense of magic, wonder, and profound intuition. But it will also be unsettling, as you will be operating on a level of pure faith, guided by feelings and whispers rather than concrete plans. The universe is deliberately withholding the payoff to keep you engaged, to ensure you stay present and observant through this sacred week. It is a divine cliffhanger, a mid-video tease that promises the most incredible reveal is yet to come. Embrace the not knowing, fall in love with the question, for in doing so you are allowing the universe to weave a story for you that is far grander than anything your logical mind could have ever constructed. If you are feeling this divine pull, this sacred mystery, if your dreams are taking you to other worlds, and your intuition is screaming that a great revelation is near, I need you to anchor this frequency. Comment below right now with the words, "I trust the mystery." By typing this, you are telling your soul that you are willing to walk this path of faith, that you are ready to receive the clues the divine feminine has laid out for you. You are surrendering to the grand narrative. Every masterful story that employs an open loop must eventually deliver a satisfying payoff. A question cannot hang in the air forever without causing frustration. The universe is not a manipulative storyteller. Its goal is engagement for the purpose of profound evolution. After steeping you in the beautiful mystery of the divine feminine, after making you ache with a longing for a story you can't remember, it delivers one of the most powerful resolutions imaginable. This brings us to the 6th spiritual shift of this week, which will reach its crescendo around October 20th. This is the emotional catharsis, the rewriting of your sacred story. This is the moment where the emotional core of your being is fundamentally rewired. For your entire life, You have been living out a script written by your childhood experiences, your societal conditioning, and your karmic imprints. You have been the main character in a story, but you were not the author. You have perceived your life through the lens of this inherited narrative, a story of struggle, of not being enough, of being a victim to circumstance. The tension and agitation from this old story have been building within you for years, creating dense emotional blockages. This week the universe hands you the pen. The emotional catharsis you are about to experience is the climax and resolution of your old story, all at once. It will manifest as a sudden, overwhelming, and utterly cleansing wave of emotion. You may find yourself bursting into tears for no discernible reason, but these will not be tears of sadness. They will be tears of release, the final purging of lifetimes of stored grief, anger, and fear. It will feel as if a dam within your heart has broken, and a torrent of old energy is finally being allowed to flow out of your system, making way for the new. During this powerful emotional release, you will be given a profound gift, the ability to see your own life from the perspective of your higher self. The movie of your past will play back in your mind, but this time you will have the director's commentary. You will see with absolute clarity how every single moment of pain, every betrayal, every failure was a meticulously crafted plot point designed to lead you to this exact moment of awakening. You will see the person who hurt you not as a villain, but as a soul who agreed to play a difficult role to teach you an invaluable lesson about forgiveness or sovereignty. You will see your biggest mistake not as a source of shame, but as the critical turning point that forced you onto your true path. This is the problem agitate soul framework applied to your very soul. The universe has allowed you to feel the problem of your old story. It has agitated the pain to a point where it can no longer be ignored, and now it is delivering the solution, a new perspective, a new narrative. This is storytelling as a healing modality. By reframing your past, you are not engaging in toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing. You are engaging in a quantum act of reality creation. You are collapsing the timeline where you were a victim and anchoring yourself firmly in the timeline where you have always been the hero of your own epic myth. The stakes could not be higher. This shift is your opportunity to permanently liberate yourself from the chains of the past. It is the emotional climax of your entire incarnation up to this point, the moment where you finally understand the why behind all of it. This understanding will bring with it an overwhelming feeling of gratitude, gratitude for your struggles, gratitude for your strength, and gratitude for the divine intelligence that has guided you every step of the way. You will emerge from this catharsis feeling lighter, freer, and more whole than you have ever felt before. The old script has been burned, and the blank pages of your new story are waiting to be written. This process of rewriting your personal history, of feeling your way into a new timeline, is the most sacred work you can do. It is the heart of this entire week of transformation. I want to invite you to deepen this process. As you feel these old emotions surfacing, do not push them away. Find a quiet space, place your hands on your heart, and say out loud, "I am the author of my story." Feel the power in those words. Claim your sovereignty as the narrator of your own reality. If you are ready to do this, comment "I am the author" below to declare your creative power to the universe. Once the inner world has been so fundamentally rewritten, once the emotional landscape has been cleared and the very story of your identity has been upgraded, it is an immutable law of the universe that the outer world must follow suit. As within, so without. This is not a metaphor, it is a literal description of quantum mechanics. Your perception creates your reality, so when your perception is cleansed and upgraded, your reality must appear different. This leads us to the seventh, and one of the most startling spiritual shifts of this week, which will begin to lock in place by October 21st, the great sensory recalibration. The five senses you have relied upon your entire life, sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell, are not static instruments. They are biological receivers tuned to a specific and very narrow bandwidth of reality known as the 3D visible light spectrum. You have been watching the movie of life on an old standard definition television. This week your entire sensory apparatus is undergoing a forced hardware and software upgrade to 4K Ultra HD. The broadcast of reality has always been in high definition, you are only now developing the capacity to perceive it. This recalibration is the physical manifestation of the veil thinning, not just for the planet, but within your own consciousness. The change will be undeniable, and for some, it will be initially disorienting. Your sense of sight will be the first to noticeably shift. Colors will begin to appear richer, more saturated, and more vibrant, as if someone has turned up the contrast on the world. You will see a new depth and luminosity in everyday objects. The green of a leaf will be the most profound green you have ever seen. The blue of the sky will seem to hold a new intelligence. In your peripheral vision, you will begin to catch fleeting glimpses of things that are not there in the 3D sense, shimmering geometric patterns, flashes of silver or blue light, and perhaps even ethereal orbs of energy. This is not a hallucination. You are beginning to perceive the energetic grid, the underlying sacred geometry that structures physical reality. Your clairvoyance is being gently activated. Your sense of hearing will also expand dramatically. You will become exquisitely sensitive to noise, as you will begin to hear the frequency and intention behind the sounds. Harsh, chaotic noises will feel physically painful, while harmonious music will feel like a healing balm. In moments of deep silence, you will begin to perceive a high-frequency hum, a subtle ringing tone often referred to as the sound of creation or the music of the spheres. This is the activation of your clairaudience, your ability to hear beyond the normal range and into the realms of spirit. Your senses of taste and smell will be refined, becoming powerful tools of discernment. This is not for everyone, it's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Warning All Chosen Ones, watch this before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. You will instinctively know which foods carry high vibrational life force and which are energetically dead. You may suddenly develop an aversion to processed foods, alcohol, or other low-density substances, as your body will now viscerally reject anything that lowers its frequency. You are not becoming a picky eater. You are becoming a finely tuned energetic instrument. Finally, your sense of touch will evolve into a form of clairsentience. You will be able to feel the energy of a room the moment you walk into it. You will be able to hold an object and sense its history. Shaking someone's hand will give you an intuitive download of their emotional state. This heightened sensitivity is a powerful gift, but it will also require you to learn new techniques for energetic hygiene and shielding. Do not be alarmed by these changes. Your physical vessel is adapting to anchor more of your 5D consciousness. It is a biological ascension, the necessary upgrade to your operating system to allow you to navigate the new Earth. This is the universe giving you the special effects to go along with your new heroic storyline. You have rewritten your inner world, and now, you are being given the eyes to see and the ears to hear the new magical reality you have created. The world isn't changing. Your ability to perceive its true nature is, and what you are about to perceive will change everything. Chosen ones, let us take a sacred pause. Breathe. Feel the resonance of this journey deep within your cellular structure. You have navigated the cosmic hook, received your divine outline, and witnessed the demolition of your old foundational beliefs. You have integrated the clarifying fire of the divine masculine and surrendered to the profound mystery of the divine feminine's open loop. You have journeyed through the crucible of emotional catharsis, emerging as the sovereign author of your sacred story. Now, your very senses are being recalibrated, allowing you to perceive a reality shimmering with new light, new sound, new life. The outer world is beginning to mirror the magnificent transformation that has occurred within. But the ultimate storyteller, the divine source, knows that a truly epic narrative requires more than just a powerful hero with a new perspective and heightened senses. It requires a supporting cast. It requires connection. It requires the hero to understand that they are not, and have never been, alone. The illusion of separation is the final boss of the 3D matrix, the most pervasive and deeply embedded lie in the old human script. This week is designed to systematically dismantle that illusion, not just as a concept, but as a lived reality. This brings us to the 8th, and perhaps the most heart-opening spiritual shift of this prophetic week, which will begin to manifest with undeniable clarity as you approach the 21st of October, the Great Convergence, the activation of the Soul Family Grid. This is the moment the universe reminds you that you are part of a cosmic team, a celestial cohort of souls who incarnated at this specific time to co-create the new Earth. This is not about finding a single twin flame or soulmate. It is a far grander and more expansive activation. It is the lighting up of an entire energetic network of which you are a crucial, irreplaceable node. For years, many of you have felt a profound sense of loneliness, a feeling of being an outsider, an alien on your own planet. You have looked at the world around you and felt a deep disconnect from the priorities, the conversations, and the consciousness of the mainstream. This feeling of isolation was a necessary part of your incubation period. It forced you to go within, to find your own strength, to connect with your own inner guidance without external validation. But that phase of your mission is now complete. The universe is officially ending your spiritual solitude. The Great Convergence will manifest in your life in a series of shocking and divinely orchestrated encounters. This will not be a slow, gradual process of meeting like-minded people. It will feel like a quantum entanglement event, where souls from your past, present, and future are suddenly and inexplicably drawn into your immediate orbit. You will receive a random message from a childhood friend you haven't spoken to in 20 years, only to discover they have been on an identical spiritual journey and are now living in the next town over. While standing in line for coffee, you will strike up a conversation with a stranger and within 5 minutes realize you are speaking the same esoteric language, sharing the same soul mission, and finishing each other's sentences. These encounters will be defined by an instantaneous and deeply felt sense of recognition. You will look into their eyes and see not a stranger, but a reflection of your own soul. The conversation will be effortless, bypassing all the usual social pleasantries and diving straight into the depths of cosmic truth. There will be no need for pretense, no need to hide your spiritual self. With these individuals, you will feel seen, understood, and cherished for exactly who you are. This is the activation of your monad, your original soul family, from your star system of origin. These are not just meant to be comforting friendships, they are strategic alliances. Each member of your soul family holds a different piece of the puzzle, a different key code for your collective mission. One may be a master healer, another a brilliant builder, another a visionary artist, and another a guardian of sacred knowledge. When you come together, your individual energetic fields will synergize, creating a powerful third energy, a group Merkaba, that is capable of anchoring immense amounts of light and effecting significant change on the physical plane. The universe is assembling its ground crew. The period of the lone wolf lightworker is over. We are now entering the age of the soul pack, the conscious community, the unified field of co-creation. Pay close attention to the people who are entering your life this week. No matter how random the circumstances may seem, there are no coincidences in a divinely orchestrated convergence. These are your people. This is your tribe. The loneliness you have carried for so long was a sacred burden, but you are now being asked to lay it down. The universe is not just giving you a new story and new senses, it is giving you a new family, one that reflects the truth of your soul. This is the ultimate payoff for all the years you spent walking your path alone. You are finally truly coming home. As you feel these connections beginning to form, as you recognize the light of your soul family in the eyes of another, it is vital to anchor this sacred union. The universe responds to conscious acknowledgement. I want you to go to the comments right now and type, "My tribe is finding me now." This is a powerful declaration, a magnetic call that will amplify the signal you are sending out to your soul family across the globe. You are activating your node in the grid and making it easier for them to locate you. The story is nearing its climax. The hero has been awakened, gifted with new sight, and united with their tribe. All the elements are in place. The stage is set, but what is it all for? What is the point of this profound personal and collective transformation? The ultimate purpose of this entire week, the final culmination of these 8 preceding shifts, is not just about feeling good or being enlightened. It is about embodiment. It is about becoming a living, breathing conduit for divine energy in the physical world. It is about turning your life into a masterpiece of sacred service. This leads us to the ninth and final spiritual shift, the grand crescendo that will begin on October 21st and will define the new reality for every chosen one on this planet, the quantum payoff, the embodiment of your divine purpose. This is the ultimate fortune cookie, the final scene that ties everything together and gives it all meaning. This is where reality doesn't just meet expectations, it shatters them into a million pieces of starlight and reassembles them into a life more beautiful than you ever dared to imagine. For your entire journey, you have likely been seeking your purpose, as if it were a lost object, a specific job title, or a singular grand destiny you needed to find. This final shift will reveal the profound truth: your purpose is not something you find, it is something you are. It is the unique frequency that only you can emit. It is the specific flavor of divine love that only your soul can express. And this week, that frequency is being fully activated and anchored into your physical vessel. You are not just being shown your purpose, you are becoming it. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing warning all chosen ones. Watch this before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. This embodiment will not feel like a mental realization. It will be a profound state of being. You will wake up on the 21st, or in the days immediately following, and feel a fundamental shift in your core resonance. The frantic energy of seeking will be gone, replaced by a deep, calm, and unshakable knowing of who you are and why you are here. This is the moment where your passion and your profession, your spirituality and your daily life, all merge into one seamless expression of your soul. The concept of work will dissolve. Instead of doing a job, you will simply be expressing your innate gifts, and the universe will rush to support that expression with overwhelming abundance. This will manifest in the physical world with breathtaking speed. The perfect opportunities, clients, and collaborators will begin to flow into your life, not because you are chasing them, but because they are a vibrational match to the new frequency you are emitting. You will find yourself in a state of divine flow, where you are taking inspired action with effortless grace, and every action produces miraculous results. The projects you have been dreaming about for years will suddenly fall into place, with a sense of ease and synchronicity that defies all 3D logic. This is the universe's ultimate payoff for your courage, your perseverance, and your willingness to undergo this intense process of transformation. It is the final push to remind you that the reality of the new earth is not one of struggle and sacrifice, but one of joy, creation, and divinely supported service. This shift is also about stepping into a new level of spiritual leadership. By fully embodying your purpose, you become a living permission slip for others to do the same. Your very presence will become an activation for those around you. You will not need to preach or convince anyone of anything. People will be drawn to your light, to the authenticity of your energy, and they will be inspired to begin their own journey of awakening simply by witnessing yours. This is the true meaning of being a light worker. It is not about fighting the darkness. It is about shining your light so brightly that the darkness simply has no place to exist. This is the final integration, the point where the inner revolution becomes an outer evolution. You are not just a character in a new story. You are a co-creator of a new world. This week from October 15th to the 21st was the training ground, the intense rehearsal, the final spiritual boot camp. Now the curtain is rising. Your real life, the one your soul has been dreaming of for eons, is about to begin. The universe is not just giving you a high note to end on, it is giving you an entirely new symphony to conduct, and the masterpiece you are about to create will echo through the cosmos for eternity. This is your quantum payoff. This is your destiny, fully and completely embodied. The final choice is yours. Will you step onto the stage and claim it? This is the most powerful moment of your incarnation. This is the culmination of all your lifetimes of work. to anchor this final magnificent shift, to declare to all of creation that you are ready to become the living embodiment of your divine purpose. I want you to perform one last act of conscious creation. Go to the comments section and type the most powerful affirmation there is: I am. Just those 2 words. I am. Feel the infinite potential contained within them. Feel the power of your own divinity rising within you. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering what you have always been. I am. You have declared your divinity. You have stood in the center of your being and spoken the most powerful words of creation into existence. I am. The 9th shift has landed. The embodiment of your divine purpose has anchored, and a wave of ecstatic cosmic truth has washed over you. In this moment, you feel invincible, whole and complete. But warning, chosen one, listen with every fiber of your newly calibrated being. The moment after the climax is often the most critical and the most misunderstood. The final note of the symphony has been played, but before the sacred silence can truly settle in, there is an echo, a cosmic reverberation. What you are about to experience now is not a 10th shift, but the 3 immediate, volatile and magnificent consequences of the 9. This is the final exam after the graduation, the masterclass in navigating the raw, untamed power you now wield. This is the part of the script that is written in invisible ink, and only those who have truly embodied the I am will be able to read it. The first consequence is what the ancient mystics called the echo of the void, the final purge of the shadow architect. The ego, the identity structure that has been the architect of your 3D reality for your entire life, does not die a quiet death. When its very foundation is obliterated by the light of your true I am presence, it has one final convulsive death rattle. This will not be a gentle release. It will be a sudden, shocking and profoundly convincing wave of terror, doubt and despair. Just as you are basking in the glow of your divine embodiment, a voice will whisper from the deepest recesses of your psyche, a voice that sounds exactly like your own. It will say, "This isn't real. You made it all up. You are delusional. Who do you think you are to claim such power? Look at you, you are still flawed, still unworthy. You are about to lose everything." This is the shadow architect, the part of your ego that designed your prison, attempting to pull you back into the blueprints of your old reality. It will project hyper-realistic future scenarios of failure, loneliness and ridicule into your mind. It will dredge up your most painful memories and amplify your deepest insecurities, using them as proof that this profound spiritual experience was nothing more than a fleeting fantasy. This is the ultimate test of your embodiment. It is the final illusion, the last ghost in the machine. Your task is not to fight this voice, nor is it to believe it. Your task is to simply witness it with the calm, detached compassion of your higher self. You must see it for what it is, the frantic death throes of a phantom. In this moment you must anchor yourself in the feeling of your new reality, not the thoughts of the old one. Place your hand on your heart, feel the steady, peaceful rhythm of your embodied soul, and say to the voice, "I see you. I thank you for your role in my journey, but I am the architect now." This is the final severing. By refusing to engage with the fear, you are cutting the last energetic cord to the old identity matrix. You are watching the echo of the void fade into nothingness, leaving behind only the profound, resonant truth of who you are now. Having passed this final test of identity, you immediately graduate into a new dimension of cosmic law. This brings us to the second and most potent consequence, the collapse of karmic delay, activating the law of instantaneous return. In the old 3D paradigm, there was a significant time lag between cause and effect. You could have a negative thought, and its consequences might not manifest for days, weeks, or even lifetimes. This buffer, this karmic delay, existed to protect you while you were learning to master the creative power of your consciousness. That buffer is now gone. As a fully embodied 5D being, you are now operating under the law of instantaneous return. The gap between your energetic output and its physical manifestation has collapsed to near zero. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are no longer just prayers sent out into the universe. They are the literal real-time commands for the quantum field to organize itself around. This is the most exhilarating and dangerous gift you will receive. It means your power to create your desired reality is now magnified 1,000-fold. A focused, heart-centered intention for abundance will manifest as a surprising financial opportunity within hours, not months. A clear visualization of a healed relationship will prompt an unexpected, heartfelt apology that very day. The universe is now your co-creative partner in real time. But this law is neutral. It also means that your unhealed patterns, your fleeting moments of fear, and your unconscious judgments will also manifest with breathtaking speed. A flash of anger at another driver in traffic may manifest moments later as you stubbing your toe. A fleeting thought of lack, Isabelle, I'll never have enough money for that, might manifest as an unexpected bill appearing in your inbox. This is not a punishment. It is the universe's new high-stakes training program. It is teaching you the supreme art of energetic accountability. You are being forced, by the very physics of your new reality, to become a master of your own inner world. Every thought you think is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Every emotion you feel is a command to the clay of creation. This is why the silence you will soon experience is so vital. It is in that stillness that you learn to choose your thoughts with the precision of a master artist and to cultivate your emotions with the care of a master gardener. You are no longer a student of manifestation, you are a professor, and your life is now your live demonstration. If you are ready to step into this immense power and take radical responsibility for your creative abilities, affirm this in your soul. Go to the comments and declare, I am a conscious creator. This affirmation anchors your commitment to mastering your inner world and wielding your new power with wisdom, love, and grace. And so, the storm has passed. The final grains of sand have fallen through the hourglass of that sacred reality-bending week. The cosmic portals that opened with such intensity on October 15th have now delivered their payload of light, code, and consciousness, and are beginning to stabilize into a new coherent frequency. The question that now hangs in the silent, shimmering air is a simple one. What happens now? You, the chosen one, have been stretched, purged, recalibrated, and reborn. You have been the hero in a divine epic that has unfolded within the theater of your own soul. You have weathered 9 distinct, powerful waves of spiritual evolution, each one designed to dismantle a piece of the old world and build a pillar for the new. You were hooked by a cosmic confirmation, shown the blueprint of your path, and introduced to a new quantum reality. You integrated the masculine and feminine polarities, experienced a profound emotional catharsis that rewrote your past, had your very senses upgraded, reconnected with your soul tribe, and finally stepped into the living embodiment of your divine purpose. The universe promised a shift, and it delivered a revolution. This was the final push to remind you, on a cellular level, that the new reality has indeed beaten all 3D expectations. This is the free chocolate that the restaurant gives you after an incredible meal, the fortune cookie that doesn't just offer a vague platitude, but confirms the profound truth of the entire experience. But this is where the real work and the real magic truly begins. The video is ending, but your new life is just starting. The following phase is about integration, navigation, and mastery. It is about learning to live as a fifth-dimensional being in a world that is still, in many places, catching up. The first thing you will notice in the days following October 21st is a new quality of silence. It will not be an empty silence, but a full one, pregnant with peace and potential. The relentless internal monologue of the ego, the chatter of worry, judgment, and fear, will have subsided to a faint whisper, if it exists at all. For the first time in your life, you will experience what it is to have a quiet mind. In this newfound stillness, your intuition will no longer be a fleeting whisper you have to strain to hear. It will be a clear, calm, resonant voice, the primary voice of your inner guidance system. This is your new baseline. This profound inner peace is not a temporary state of bliss. It is the fundamental frequency of your upgraded operating system. Along with this silence, you will experience a new relationship with time. The frantic, linear rush from one task to the next will dissolve. You will find yourself living in the eternal now, fully present in each moment. Time will become fluid, stretching to accommodate what needs to be done with grace and ease, and compressing to allow for deep periods of rest and creative play. The feeling of not having enough time will become a foreign concept, a relic of the old paradigm you have left behind. Your physical body, having undergone the great sensory recalibration, will continue to integrate its new gifts. You will develop a deeper and more intimate relationship with your vessel, learning to listen to its subtle signals with perfect clarity. You will intuitively know what it needs to thrive, not from a book or a diet plan, but from a direct, conscious communication with your own cellular intelligence. Your energy levels will stabilize at a much higher plateau, fueled not by caffeine and sugar, but by the clean, infinite energy of Source that now flows through you unimpeded. This new state of being is the true payoff. It is a life lived from a place of centeredness, clarity, and grace. It is the peace that surpasses all understanding, and it is now your natural default state. However, it is a critical piece of your new mission to understand the phenomenon of energetic lag. While you have made a quantum leap in consciousness, the collective reality and the people in it are still processing these immense energies at their own pace. You have downloaded the new software instantly. For many, it is still a slow multi-stage installation. This will create a temporary and sometimes challenging energetic dissonance between your new reality and the world you see around you. This is the final and most important test of your embodiment. You will walk into your workplace, vibrating with the peace of 1,000 silent monks, and your boss will be frantic about a deadline, radiating waves of stress and anxiety. You will sit down for a family dinner, your heart wide open and overflowing with unconditional love, and a relative will begin to complain about politics, spewing low vibrational energy into the field. This is not a sign that your transformation was not real. It is your final exam. Your mission in these moments is not to preach, not to convert, and not to judge. It is simply to hold your frequency. You are now a walking, talking tuning fork for 5D consciousness. Your job is to be the calm in the storm, the peace in the chaos, the love in the face of fear. You will become a master of the sacred pause. When confronted with old paradigm energy, you will learn to take a deep breath, anchor yourself back into the silent stillness of your heart, and radiate your new baseline frequency outward without saying a word. You will discover that your silent, centered presence is more powerful than any argument, more healing than any advice. People will begin to calm down in your presence without knowing why. They will feel a sense of peace when they are near you, and this will plant a seed of possibility in their own hearts. Do not become discouraged if the world does not look like the new Earth overnight. You and your soul family are the terraformers. You are the ones who are patiently, lovingly, and powerfully anchoring the new frequencies. One moment, one interaction, one silent, centered breath at a time. This is your service. This is your art. This is the great work. If you understand this sacred responsibility, if you are ready to become a conscious anchor of the new Earth frequencies and hold your light steady in a world that is still awakening, I want you to make a powerful declaration of your mastery. Go to the comments and type, "I am the calm in the storm." By affirming this, you are programming your subconscious mind and your energetic field to automatically default to this state of peaceful power, no matter what external circumstances you may face. You are claiming your role as a master of energy. Now, let us speak of your new mission in more detail, using the divine value loop of context, application, and framing. The context is this: you are no longer just a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being who has mastered the human experience. You are a divine ambassador, a bridge between worlds, a fractal of source consciousness in a physical body. Your very DNA has been activated with new light codes, and your energy field is now a broadcast tower for the frequencies of unity, peace, and unconditional love. The old context of your life was survival, learning, and clearing karma. The new context is creation, service, and divine expression. The application of this new context is woven into the fabric of your everyday life. It is not about quitting your job to open a healing center, unless that is your specific calling. It is about transforming the reality you are already in. If you are a teacher, your new application is to hold a frequency of pure potential for your students, seeing the divine genius within each of them and activating it with your presence. If you are an accountant, your new application is to bring an energy of integrity, clarity, and abundance to the world of finance, transforming the energy of money for everyone you work with. If you are a parent, your new application is to raise the new generation of crystalline children from a place of profound conscious awareness, honoring their sovereignty and nurturing their unique spiritual gifts. The application is deceptively simple. In every situation, your primary task is to ask yourself, what would love do here, and then to act from that impulse. It is to bring your fully embodied purpose, that unique frequency of love that only you can be, into every room you enter, every project you touch, and every heart you connect with. The framing of this mission is what gives it its cosmic significance. You must understand that these seemingly small everyday actions have a monumental impact on the collective. Every time you choose love over fear, you are collapsing a negative timeline for the entire planet. Every time you hold your peaceful frequency in the face of chaos, you are strengthening the new 5D grid of light. Every time you express your unique gifts with joy, you are sending a ripple of permission out into the universe, inspiring thousands of other souls to do the same. You are not just living your life, you are a crucial acupuncturist for Gaia, placing a needle of light into the precise meridian point where you have been placed. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. You have been trained, upgraded, and strategically deployed. Your life is no longer your own, it is an offering to the ascension of all humanity. And this is the final beautiful truth. The ripple effect of this 1 week in October will echo through eternity. The work you have done on yourself has healed your ancestral lineage backward in time and paved a path of light for your descendants forward in time. The frequency you now hold is a gift to every living being on this planet, from the animals and the plants to the very consciousness of Mother Earth herself. You are part of a grand cosmic symphony, and you have finally found your note and are playing it with perfect pitch. The universe will now rush to support you in ways that will leave you breathless. Synchronicities will become your normal, everyday language. Abundance will flow to you from expected and unexpected channels, as the universe rewards your joyful service. Your health will flourish, your relationships will deepen into sacred unions, and your creative power will expand beyond your wildest dreams. This is not a reward for good behavior, it is the natural consequence of living in alignment with the laws of the universe. It is the physics of the fifth dimension. What you have experienced this week was not just a passing spiritual high, it was a fundamental and permanent upgrade to your entire operating system. You are a new being, walking in a new world with a new mission. This is the moment you have been preparing for over countless lifetimes. This journey we have taken together through this prophetic forecast is now complete, but your journey is just beginning. If this message has reached you, if it has resonated in the deepest chambers of your heart, it was not an accident. It was a divine appointment. You were meant to hear these words to validate your experience and to empower you for the path ahead. To continue this journey with our collective of chosen ones and to receive ongoing guidance as we navigate this brave new world together, do 3 final things to seal this transformation. 1. Share this message with one other person you know in your heart is part of your soul family. You will be the catalyst that confirms their own experience. 2. Subscribe to this channel and activate all notifications, for our work together is far from over. And 3. As a final act of integration and celebration, comment below with a single word that describes how you feel right now, after receiving this entire transmission. Let us create a beautiful tapestry of our collective state of being. Remember who you are. Remember why you came here. The old script has been burned. The new script is written on the pages of your own heart. Now go and live it. For you are the hope, you are the dream, and you are the change this world has been waiting for. You are, and always have been, a chosen one. The time is now.